I have a message for you based on what what God just revealed to me about my journey with Christ. Now, this is titled "Walking with Christ." It's like it's like a walk in the park. It's not a walk in the park. It's like a walk in the park. Meaning, when you walk in a park with someone, you're taking your time, you're not rushing, you're talking, you're laughing, you're enjoying the walk that you are having with that individual. I remember one time, like, my wife and I, like, out of being together almost 10 years, 9+ years, we've only walked in the park together one time. Now, we've been to the park before, walking on the track, exercise and stuff like that, take the kids to the park, like, yeah. But we we took a walk on a park together, just her and I, only one time. I don't know what it meant for her, but I know what it meant for me. Man, it was, because throughout this marriage, it has been really, it's been really hard, right? It's been really difficult, and so it has not always been great. And I can't even say when we took that walk, we was in a best place, but we was in it together. So the walk that we took, it was super intimate. There was no tension. Like, we were just vibing. The scenery was nice. It's like, I feel like we shared a special moment. We walked around that joint probably, I don't know, about 3 or 4 times. It was kind of big with the little pond in the center. I don't know if you guys know where Las Colinas is, and anyway, it was special. So I don't know if you are in a relationship or been in a relationship where you guys took walks in the park. I don't know what this generation is on now. You know what I mean? I'm 41. You know what I mean? I ain't old. But it's like, that was like, you take it 10, 15, 20 years back, walking in a park with someone, getting to know them, or even in a relationship, like that was the thing. You know what I mean? Like, it was special. Like, you think about the walk in a park that you had, or that you will have with someone, you're just talking about whatever comes to mind. You know what I'm saying? You're getting to know one another. Like, you're sharing this bond. It's, however big the park is, it's like you're walking on a journey around that park together. You're not rushing. You're enjoying the time together. It's a special moment. You know what I mean? Like, so when I was having my my prayer time with God before I left the house a minute ago, we were just talking about some things, or he was speaking to me about some things, and one of the things he said, like, it's not a race. You know what I mean? Like, building a relationship with them, it's not a rush. It's like taking a walk in a park. Like, you don't miss anything. You're taking your time. You're getting to know one another. You're creating a bond. Like, and And the message is he wanted me to articulate to you guys what what walking with him looks like. It's like walking in a park with him. It's going on a journey with him. It's taking your sweet time with him. It's getting to know him. It's talking with him. It's enjoying him. It's just building that intimate relationship with the one who first chose you, the one who laid his life down for you, the one who accepts you as you are, the one that don't look at you as sinful as you are, don't look at your color, not looking at your hair, not looking at how you look, not looking at your imperfections, not looking at your flaws, not looking at your failures, not looking at your disappointments, not looking at your past mistakes, he's not looking at any of that. He's looking at now and the future with you. And that's what he wants with all of us. And I want to say Genesis 15 or Genesis 17 is one of those, right before God changed Abram's name to Abraham. What he told Abram was, to your offsprings, I want to be their God. I want to be called their God. So when you think about that, what does that sound like? That sounds like a personal relationship. We all know that God had a special relationship with Abraham. And even before he changed his name to Abraham, like they had a special relationship, a growing relationship, a developing relationship. And so they had their relationship, but he said, to your offsprings, I want to be called their God. So to all of us, God just wants a intimate relationship with us. Yes, it starts with us as parents introducing our kids to Christ. To, whether in the Bible, well, of course, the Bible, getting to know him like that, like, getting to know of him. And, church, and just having conversations with them about Jesus, and just you get what I'm saying? Like, so that's the foundation of it. But I can't expect to have a intimate relationship through my dad or my mom, whatever their relationship is like with Christ. Like, that's their relationship. I have to have my own relationship with Christ. What happens when I die and I did not introduce Jesus Christ to my child or children? How are they going to know who he is unless they go on a journey for themselves? But if they don't have an idea, if they don't have been introduced to him in a sense of knowing of him, and even if they just heard about him, we just spoken, oh, thank God, if it wasn't for God, yeah, cool, like that can open a conversation, but that's not teaching them how to have an intimate relationship with him. That's not letting them know that he loved them, that he laid down his life for them, that he first chose them, that God first knew them when they were in their mother's womb, before, when they were formless. If they don't know that he created them with a purpose, and the life that he created them to have, it's supposed to be in connection and and oneness with Jesus Christ, living a life with him, living a life for him, living a life pleasing to God, not just out in this world enjoying all the fullness in thereof, not having a alert about themselves where, okay, you're starting to go off track. You're starting to, that's why I said bring up a child in the way that he should go, so when he get older, he will not depart from it. Yes, they're going to make mistakes. Yes, they might even walk away in a sense of experiencing life, but because they've been introduced to him, Christ has been in the home. He has been in conversations. Like, he has been glorified. He have been made known. If it wasn't for him, like, nah, I can't do that. I gotta pray first. Like, no, I gotta make sure. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, they will have that to come back to. But if we don't introduce them to that or to him, they won't have anything to come back to. And finally, with that, you and I, we might have a personal relationship with Christ, and you gotta admit, like, life has not been easy, and for some of us, we can truly say, if it wasn't for God and having a somewhat of a relationship with Christ, we would have been given up. Like, we would have, it would be much worse, but because we have that relationship with them, we have been walking with them on and off. And for that, how much worse your things you've been through. So imagine with our kids in the day that we're living in now. They need to know Christ. They need to know what a personal relationship looks like through our personal relationship with Jesus. And they need to know how to build, how to grow intimately in a relationship with Jesus, because we protect them, watch over them, and feed them, clothe them, shelter them, all these things to make sure they're good. But what's going to happen to our kids after we die, when life get to putting hands on them? What are they going to do if they don't have a personal relationship with the one who's ultimately the protector, who's the provider, the source of all, who created everything, that can tell the storm to hush, be still, who can cover them when things are all types of out of sorts, who can give them peace in the midst of their storms, like, who can deliver them, who can heal them, who laid down his life to save them. Like, what are they going to do if they don't have a personal relationship with him? If they don't know what a personal relationship looks like to them, like, what are they going to do? So, to back it up and close out, God told Abram, to your offsprings, I want to be their God. I want to be called their God. So he wants to have, like, the Bible been around for ages. So to my parents, it's almost like him saying to them, I want to have a relationship with your kids for generations to come. So then now I have a relationship with Jesus. It's not perfect, working on it, really working on it. So as I read that in my Bible, and it says that then it's my responsibility to make sure that I'm walking in a relationship with Christ. So my kids, they know what that looks like, how imperfect it is, but because how perfect and faithful he is, it has kept me, and he's been patient, and he's been walking with me, teaching me how to walk this thing out, to walk in the park with him, getting to know him, growing with him, developing a stronger, intimate relationship with him. So they have an example what that looks like. So when they're introduced to it in the Word, and having conversations with them about him, then not only they know what that example looks like, they're getting to know him. I don't want to say personally, but they learning about him. And then there will come a time where the intersect occurs, where they have their first encounter. They have their first encounter with God. And when they have that first encounter with God, it could change their lives forever. It can totally change, like turn their life in a whole different direction forever. Because they seen what that example looks like. They got to know, they learned about him through his word, and also sharing stories and the personal experiences that I've had with Jesus. And now when they have that encounter with them, life-changing. So it's my responsibility to make sure those that's coming under me, that I'm introducing him or the knowledge of him to them, to where they are now willing to open up and receive, calling him their God. Of him, they don't have the example what that looks like in this day and age, where they're trying to wash that away. God's desire for Abram, all of us, their gods, like it limits that. So it's our responsibility to make sure that we are introducing Jesus to them, because he say, John 14:6, he says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. So for those who don't believe in Jesus, don't think it's real, he's real and all that, I mean, I'm the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to Christ, no one comes to God except through me. And every tongue will, knee shall bow, and every tongue shall confess that Jesus is Lord. It said all authority have been given to me, both in heaven and on earth. Like, it's up to you to believe that. Don't listen, don't pay attention to those who don't, like, open up their word and get to know yourself. So without Jesus, there's no relationship with God. Just period. And a lot of people, God this, God that, cool. Like, I used to get excited when I hear people speak about God. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I feel you, I'm on that too. But I had to realize, like, in many different religions, they speak of God. So that's vague. Who exactly are we talking about now? My God has a son named Jesus Christ, who lived, died, buried, and rose on the third day to pay a debt for my sins. That's the God I'm referring to, right? So it's having that personal relationship with them. I'm sorry, with him. And remember, your walk with Jesus Christ isn't going to be perfect. He makes it perfect because he knows exactly how it's going to play out. He knows exactly he know what the struggle is going to be, and he's with us. So it's going to be perfect in a sense of I already know how it's going to play out. I'm gonna walk with you throughout this journey, this spiritual journey with me, and it's going to go perfect according to how I have it written for your life. You being perfect, don't worry about that. I'm enough perfect for you. Are you going to be perfect? Don't worry about being perfect. I am enough perfect for you. I have enough perfect on me. I can cover all of my children to where they are perfect in me. So don't worry about perfection. As we pull up to the park, hop out and begin to walk from one end to the other end of the park. That looks like progression. Let's progress forward together in a perfect way, in a sense of we sharing this perfect love that I have given you, you have received, and we're walking this faith walk, this Christ-like walk together. To all your flaws and imperfection, it's okay. I told you I have enough perfect on me. I got you. Just accept me. Accept this date every single day to walk in the park with me, having conversations, getting to know me, getting closer to me, creating this bond, developing something strong and intimate, being real, being honest. Talk to me how you feel. Let me know what's troubling you. I already know what you're going through. I know you're struggling, but I just want you to feel comfortable with coming to me, opening up, so I can let you know, baby, it's okay. I got you. In fact, you're going to go through things in life just like our kids. They go through things in life. We want to protect them from everything, but we know there's life lessons that they have to encounter. The Bible warns us and gives us heads up about things to watch for. Now, what do we do with our kids? We give them a heads up. We give them warnings, things to watch out for based on our personal journey in life, the mistakes we've made too. So we want to prevent them from experiencing hardships and the things that we want to help them avoid that at our costs. The Bible warns us. It gives us a heads up. Unfortunately, though, for a lot of us, we have to learn the hard way. And because we have to learn the hard way, he's saying it's okay. In this world, you will have trouble just based on who you are and who I am, your relationship with me. You're going to have trouble. But take heart, I have overcome the world. He has given us peace. So when we do encounter things in life, whatever the hardships, struggles, or the storms, he's there with us. So he's saying, it's okay. I know you're going through it. If I wish I can take it away from you. But you know what? Open up the Bible. You know what I went through? I wasn't accepted in my own town. They tried to push me off of a cliff. They ran me out of my own town. They judged me. They talked crazy to me. They denied me. They rejected me. They mocked me. They abused me. They spit on me. They did all these things to me. And I knew that I was going to have to go through this. I knew it was necessary so you can have life in me, so you can be saved from your sins, in a sense of the debt that was old, I knew what I had to go through for you. So I know you're going to have to suffer, and it's okay because I've been through it all. But if you place your attention on me, the author and the finisher of faith, because I did it perfectly, like I will show you how to get through it. In the storms of life, I am going to cover you. Yeah, you might get a little rain on your ankles and your socks might get wet, but I'm covering you from the ankle up. You're dry. I got you. You don't have to worry about the things that you're going to go through. You're going to feel a little bit, but understand this: you're not going to feel the full effects of what you truly deserve from the decisions that you made, from the things that you've done. It's called mercy. It's called grace. I got you. It's called favor. I'm going to make that you are meeting me at the park every single day so we can walk this journey of life together. Walking with Jesus Christ is like walking in a park. It's not a walk in a park. It is like walking in a park when you meet someone, when you are dating someone. It says that like he's the bride, he's the groom, like we're the church is the bride. So it's like that's a relationship type of deal. So it's making sure that we're showing up every single day so we can walk this journey of life with them. So we can take this journey in the park together. Not running, not trying to get to the other side. Hey, I just met you. I want to get to know you. Hey, slow down. Like, let's take our time. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Like, let's build the bond first before we go further. But all options are open. I'm doing life with you. But let's take our time with this thing. And that's what walking with Christ looks like. It looks like a walk in a park. Show up every single day to the park in prayer, in your one-on-one time with them, in the room, in the closet, wherever you pray. Just make sure it's that one-on-one time with them, and just start there. And that's where your walk in the park with Christ begins, in that one-on-one time with him, in his word, learning about him, and say growing in the grace and the knowledge of Jesus Christ. So it's getting to know him, and then as you walk with him physically in every day, having conversations with him, like leaving room for him to speak to you, and just engaging in dialogue with them, like a walk in a park. And before you know it, you'll be on the other side of the park, in a relationship with them. Now, what you share with him is intimate. What you sharing with him is real. What you sharing with him now is love. And that's what he's after. God told Abram, to your offsprings, I want to be their God. I want to be called their God. Our works are like filthy rags to him. He cares about having a relationship with us. Without a personal relationship, none of that matters. How do we know? Because Jesus said there will come a time where you said, hey, did we not do healing in your name, cast out demons in your name? And he said, I would tell you, away from me, I never knew you. He don't care about the works. He first care about relationship with him. And then as we walking in relationship together, what I have called you for, what I have purposed you to do, for we are God's handiwork in Christ Jesus, to do good works which God pre-planned in advance. That's when that comes to play. Apart from relationship, none of that matters. You don't even have to work for your salvation. It says it is a gift from God, so no man can boast. It is a gift. You don't pay for a gift. It is given to you. He has given you the gift of life. You don't have to work for that. It's not about the works. It's about relationship first. That's the foundation. That walk in the park. Then we build from there. All right, so that's the message he wanted me to give to us. I was blessed by it when he told me. I'm like, man, that makes a lot of sense, because you look at our everyday, it's rush. I don't have time. I do this. I gotta do that. It's rush. But he like, I need you to take your time with me, as I take my time with you. It's a walk in the park. It's not a sprint. You're gonna miss out on so much running. You're not gonna be able to see and experience everything because you're rushing. Take your time. Take your time. Let's walk in the park together. All right, so share this out to any and everyone you can think of. You feel in the spirit to subscribe here if you are not. There's much more to come. Not just from the ministry standpoint, but from like on a professional level. I'm going to transition you from this channel, which I will still be active on this because this is like my ministry page, but my ministry channel, but there's something new that's coming soon. So yeah, God is really trying to do some great things with his children, and I'm just grateful to be a part of it, and you should be too. But anyway, I love you guys greatly, and until I see you again, I pray that you receive this message. I pray that when you go to him, that which I've asked from this live before I started it, that this message reach who he needed to reach, and when they turn, or when you turn to him, that he receive you. And I pray that you just drop your guards and walk in that journey at that park with him, getting to know him, receiving him, so you can experience him like you never before. We all know someone who have testimonies and awesome stories and stuff like that. I mean, your name will be written in the book of life as well. There are some special experiences, special moments, tough times, hardships. It all comes with the walk in the park. But it's that special life that you are experiencing with your King, with the one who created everything, the kings of kings and the lords of lords. Like, I mean, imagine having a personal relationship with someone who created everything. Like, how big is that? And for a lot of us, that's vague. And that's mainly because we haven't started that walk in the park with him before now, though. So I pray that you surrender to that, and and show up to that park meeting with him every single day moving forward. Be blessed as you are, because you are blessed. I love you guys. Stay blessed. Peace.